Welcome to the Hot Case Podcast. I am your host, Kid Bagheera. This podcast is brought to you by Black Rain Books, and here we have Passion Punch. Welcome to Sextopia. That's pretty self-explanatory, but if you didn't quite get it, it is a sex book, erotica, whichever one you prefer. It is 20 short stories about sex, different situations and locations and all that good stuff. So for all you freaks out there, this is the book for you. It is now available on Amazon, or you can directly get it from me, either 15 or you can do a 2 for 20. I highly recommend the 2 for 20. One is always not enough. 2 or more is always better than 1. So whichever way you choose. You dig what I'm saying? But with that being said, this is Kake 25. Celtics at Mavs. Game 3 and 4 recap. Let's go. I got my cup. Y'all know what time it is. Got my Bacardi Island Punch. I have been fiending for this, and I have not found it. It took me forever to find it. I love a pear. I love a good pear drink. Flybird makes a good pear drink as well. So with that being said, I'm popping the top, and we's about to get to it. Just to get, just a little something. Oh yeah. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. And if you watch the video before this, you would have known the thought and the idea was to mix the Capri Sun fruit punch with it. But that shit is a no-go. So we're going with this. We're gonna go with this. Yeah. There we go. Let's see what it do. Yeah. So, if you are a Mavs fan and you put some money on it, you may think you sitting pretty right now. You just might. You just might think you're going to get some of this. But I assure you, you're not. The league couldn't have the white boy getting swept. Even though he's still going to get swept. A 4-1 is still a sweep, no matter what. They couldn't have the white boy getting swept when their agenda is for the casual fan to think that foreign white players are better than American black players. It's just not true. It's not. Look how this motherfucker played game 3. He's a whole bitch. Every time he gets tapped, he's crying to the fucking officials. Get your bitch ass back on defense. You might have won game 3 had you did that instead of fucking crying all the goddamn time. Hey, it's cool. I'm just talking loud. It's cool. It's okay. It's good. Ain't nobody out there. You good. Excuse the fur, baby. Anyway, Luka is a whole bitch. And it's so funny because I seen somebody posted a shot of Too Short blow the whistle. And they was like, that's Luka every time he has the ball. Like, looking at the refs, blow the whistle. You know what I'm saying? And this is why real basketball fans say that the late 90s through the early 2000s was the best brand of basketball. This is why. And it's not to say that nobody complained to the refs or anything like that. We're not saying that. But for one, the landscape of the NBA was competitive, right? And you just had more consistency on a nightly basis. Like, it didn't matter who was playing, you was tuning in. You know what I mean? And even today, you still pretty much have like the consistency of like good players, even though they're not as good as they were back then. You know what I mean? And it was just rougher, and it was just real basketball. This shit now is not real basketball. It's just not. You know what I mean? Like, Lil IT4, you know, he posted during game 3, like, you got two motherfuckers taking turns playing 2-on-5. That shit's not real basketball. You know what I mean? Like, game 4 don't even fucking matter. Like, they sent the memo out. They told Boston to chill. You're going to take it back to the crib. And that's just what it is. You know what I mean? So, like, Dallas ain't did nothing spectacular in game 4. They ain't did nothing. Like, did anybody really expect the sweep? And does anybody really expect the Mavs to come back? I had to take a drink on that. Now, if you're somebody who is expecting the Mavs to come back, go ahead. I'll take that. I'll take that bet. If you think the Mavs are going to come back, we could put whatever on it. Right here, right now. I will take all bets on that. Because it's not going to happen. We all know that. It's over with. So, and it, you know, the Mavs got to get a win, right? I think if the Mavs had the better record and they dropped 2 at the crib, then they would have got swept. Because, you know, the home team would have won at home, right? It's very devastating for both teams for the winning team to win on the road. Yes, true enough, the road team has some fans there, but come on. You know you want to be at your house with your fans winning it. You know what I mean? And the fact that Boston hasn't won since, what they got, the 2008? I think they did win at the house, but you know what I mean? But, you know, Kyrie, I don't know what the fuck's going on. They said he possibly wasn't supposed to play game 4 because he had some personal shit going on, but then he plays and he shows out or whatever. Okay, that's cool. But nigga, you showing up game 3 and 4, bro, it's already over with. Where was you at game 1 and 2? Come on, man. Nobody is really expecting Luka to pull this shit off. Like, I don't believe in him. You know what I mean? Like, and I said this shit from the jump at the job. I said, if the whole time I've been saying I don't see them letting Tatum lose 2. I've been saying that shit. And this is also, game 4 is also why he will not get the finals MVP. However, I said the league is going to get involved and they're not going to let Tatum lose 2. So with that theory, I'm sitting pretty. I'm still 3-1, right? But if the league said, you know what, we're going to take our hands off of it, whatever happens, happens, it would not be 3-1. I know that for a fact. It would probably be 3-1 the other way because Dallas was supposed to win. You know what I mean? Like, just straight up organically, Dallas is supposed to win. But it's not organic. The league got involved. So whenever the fuck game 4 is, like, we don't even really need to watch it because Boston is getting crowned. It is not going back to Dallas. There's no way. Barring some crazy shit or some significant injuries. But KP is going to come back game 5. He's going to lead all scorers and get the MVP. That's who's going to get the MVP. And if that doesn't happen, then Jalen's going to get it. Yeah. So, you know, like I said, game 4 was not a shocker to me. I kept getting the alerts, and they, you know, basically was just saying, like, you know, the Mavs are going all this and that. And then when I was about to put it on, like, I think they was already up double digits, like, so I was just like, okay, yeah, it's over with. the Celtics aren't winning this one. And you could just tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even have to watch it to know what was going on. Like, Boston, like, we got game 5 and 7 in our back pocket. It's cool. But for me, I'm never taking that shit for granted. Just because I got a game 5 and 7 in my back pocket, that doesn't mean I want to use it. Nigga, fuck that. We taking care of business. Like, we 4-0 y'all. We gon' win on y'all home floor. Y'all fans gonna be sick. We gonna make them leave early. That's how I look at the shit. Like, me personally, I'd rather win on the road. My fans gonna get, they just do with the parade. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel about it. I want your fans to be fucking sick. Sick. So, I know Celtics fans are very anxious and want it to be over, and I get it. But Mavs fans do not, I repeat, do not have any hope. Don't be feeling good. This all you getting. This all you getting. This is Warriors Cavs 2.0 when they had KD. They didn't sweep them, but they swept them. You know what I mean? Like, they got 4-1. That's a sweep still. Fuck all that. And, you know, hey, you win at home. So it's all good. You know what I mean? Like, it's all good. But I tell you, this has been one of the most boringest finals in a long time. Basketball has just gotten very boring. I don't even remember who. I barely remember who was in the finals last year. It took me a while to figure it out because we was talking about that shit at the job. Like, when's the last good finals? And of recent time, like the last 5 years, it was the Bucks and the Suns. And then after that, you got to go back. You know what I mean? Like, the first 2 Golden State and Cavs ones was good. The next 2, those were boring. They was in and out. And the Raptors and Warriors was good too. Most people say them niggas didn't get hurt, they would have won. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Because them niggas got hurt. But, brother, what's that? This finals, Hurry up and get it over with, and we're going to go on to the Olympics. So, at this point, you might want to try to pay out early, get a little discount maybe if you're a Mavs fan. If not, hey, you got to pay up. That's what you betted. You betted with the wrong team. And truthfully, it wasn't a bad pick. It wasn't, but some of y'all just refuse to believe the league be getting involved. And that's your fault. I can't save you from that. You know what I mean? Like, the league got involved, and y'all ain't want to hear that shit. Well, now, look. It's 3-1, and you're not coming back. You're not going to be the first team to come back from 3-0. It's not going to happen. It's just not. So, hey, with that being said, that is that.